Welcome back to the Morristown Market Report. I'm Amy Schrader with Remax Real Estate 10.
And I'm Kim Swan with Union Home Mortgage.
And we have our special guest today is Utah.
Utah.
Right. All right. Utah Suzuki. And he is the owner of Suzuki Painting, which is based out of Whitesburg. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I've been watching your stuff on social media, so it's an honor to be here.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. It's always nice to know somebody's watching, right?
That's right.
All right. So how long have you been in business?
Well, I've been in business here in Tennessee for around a year. I moved here in March of last year, but I've been painting cabinets for the past 2.5 years or so. And I've loved painting cabinets ever since because it takes a lot of work, a lot of labor to get a super smooth finish like this. So I just love the craftsmanship that it requires.
Okay. All right. So I'm taking it that you kind of just work out of your house.
Yeah. So I say it's a shop. It's a 12 by 28 shed.
Okay.
So we keep it temperature controlled, so everything gets a super smooth finish at the end. Yeah. So it's out of our shed in the back of my property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. So kind of like, are you available on demand, or do you have a backlog right now that you're behind?
Right now, yeah. So right now our backlog isn't too busy. It's kind of weird because this is supposed to be the busy season. I'm not so busy, but it's kind of working out in my favor because my wife's pregnant.
Oh,
so we're due next month. So
congratulations.
my wife's kind of happy about it. So it's a great opportunity just to get out and network and promote the business while we're busy on the family side.
Okay, well, good deal. You're going to have another little painter in the family.
Oh, yeah. 15 years later.
Start them young.
Yeah.
All right, so you brought some samples with you just to kind of show us the different paint colors or whatever. And I got to tell you, this is my favorite. Like, I absolutely love this color. And he left one of the corners open so that you could kind of see what he started with and what he went to. What's this color called?
This is Sherwin-Williams Evergreen Fog, and so these are some of my favorite colors, which is why I have them on samples. But yeah, this is Evergreen Fog. This is Accessible Beige, and I'm noticing people are going more towards that natural tone over grays. So that's why, like, this is perfect for right now, the season we're in right now.
And thank God for that, because I personally am overlooking at gray every time I walk into a house. Like, it's plated out. And I do. I mean, I just think that color in a kitchen would just really pop. You know what I'm saying? It would make your kitchen a definite showpiece for sure. So, and you don't have to go into detail of it, but do you price per job, or do you have like a set rate? How do you handle pricing?
Yeah, so pricing is per job. It's not an hourly rate. So it really just depends on a few factors, like how many doors and drawers you have, how big your kitchen is, what the condition of your cabinets are, the substrate of wood, like if they're oak, cherry, maple. But yeah, if they're really dirty old kitchen cabinets, they will cost a little more. And in that case, you might be better off just going with new doors, something like this or this, and it's just a lot easier on my end. I don't have to clean and sand as much, but it also gives you that newer look, that newer shaker style door look.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right. Do you have a website? How do people find out about you?
Yes, the website, it's a funny domain name. It's SuzukiPaintN.com. And that's just because Suzuki Paint was already taken as a domain name. I've got an Instagram, Suzuki Painting, Facebook, Suzuki Painting. But if you look up Suzuki Painting or cabinet painting near me, and you're in the Morristown, Talbot, Jefferson City area, or even Greenville area, you'll find me. I'm always posting on Facebook and Instagram. All the work I'm doing, and most of the work I'm doing is just cabinets right now. I do want to dabble into interior painting, but I just love cabinet refinishing, and it's a market around here that not many people are doing, and if they're doing it, they're not exclusively doing it. So I take pride in the work I do, and I just want to be the best cabinet refinisher to save those cabinets out there in this area.
Okay, good deal. And I get that. I mean, the painting cabinets can totally transform the look of a kitchen. And people don't always believe that. But I have worked with investors who buy homes and then, they paint these cabinets or whatever. And it totally changes the look inside the house. So you do a really great job. They do look amazing. I mean, they look like they were custom cabinets made that color. You know what I'm saying? I would never look at them and think somebody painted them. So, all right. So, anything else about your business that you want to share?
No, but we just love it here. We love it here in East Tennessee, the Morristown area. Our kids love going to Jolly Park right across the street or right behind here.
Yes.
So
I've
this
probably seen you there because
Probably.
I'm there a lot with my granddaughter.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we love it here. We love the support that we've gotten from working with people around here. So yeah, just super appreciative, and yeah, just want to help more people out.
All right, good deal. So again, this is Suzuki Painting, and he does have a Facebook. He has an Instagram. Just look that up, and you will be able to find him. So, all right, thank you again for being
Thank
here.
you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And if you want to step outside for a little bit, we're going to talk about mortgages and interest rates, and real estate, all the fun stuff.
Well, we've seen a little improvement in rates. Again, Fed's meeting today, I think, right?
Yeah, Wednesday's their go-to day.
Yeah. So I think the Fed's meeting today, so not real certain what they're going to say there. But we've seen a little decrease. Still, government's 30 years, low sixes, conventionals, mid sixes. So, you know, another thing that we don't talk about a lot is shorter terms. So, you know, if you can do a 15-year mortgage, you know, you could be in the fives. So.
Yeah, for people who have lived in their home for quite a while, you know, maybe they just want to cut the term or whatever.
Right.
But, so I know that on the news it played out that like Trump was talking about trying to fire Jerome Powell, and then he said no, he wasn't going to fire Jerome Powell, and he can't fire Jerome Powell.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But did you hear about he's talked about introducing legislation to eliminate the capital gains tax on primary residences
that would be good.
in an effort to spur the housing market, because I think he's realizing like he can't pressure Jerome Powell. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to control the rate, but he don't really have the influence to do that.
Right.
So he's looking for other more creative ways, because we do have a lot of sellers who I guess feel trapped if they've been in their home for a while, that, you know, these capital gains taxes are going to kill me. So that's supposed to help spark some movement, but I don't think it's actually been introduced yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but yeah, I'm like you. I think that's going to be. We've been very busy the last couple of weeks. I don't know if a lot of people have just finally decided, hey, these rates are not, they are what they are, and if I want to do something, I just might as well go ahead and do it. And, you know, and we've had the conversations too that the longer you wait, you know, especially if you're paying rent, you know, if you're paying rent, we say your interest rate's 100%, and if you say, well, I'm going to wait another 2 years for rates to come down, well, think of all the money you spent on that rent that could have went towards the mortgage payment.
And if the rates don't come down, all that's done is allow time for prices to go up even more.
Absolutely.
Which can further hamper
Yes.
how much of a house you can buy. So,
definitely.
all right. Well, we're almost to the end of July, so I pulled these numbers last night. So far in Hamlin County, we've had 43 homes that have sold. Our average sales price is up at $387,000. And I can tell you part of that's because we did have a $1.3 million lake house down in Talbot that sold. So that kind of pulled the average up. Those homes had 64 days on the market on average, and the sold to list price ratio was around 93.26%. Our median sales price is at the $315,000 range. Those homes were on the market about 35 days, and their sold to list price ratio was 96.3. Now, for the first time in quite a while, I think, we only had 20 homes, which is less than half, went under contract and sold in less than 30 days. Their sold to list price ratio was 98.4%. We had 6 homes that sold that had been on the market for 120 days or more, and their sold to list price ratio was 81.64%. So again, that just kind of hammers home for you. If you overprice your home, you're going to be on the market a longer period of time, and you're going to end up having to really drop your price before you can get a buyer on it. So of the 43 homes that sold, the prices ranged anywhere from $155,800 all the way up to that $1.3 million home in Talbot that was on the lake that sold. So today and tomorrow, end of the month, probably add a few homes to that for the final count, but that's where we're at right now.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's been busier last couple of days of the month. We're seeing it than we've seen it for a few months.
Well, and I think part of that is, you know, school starts. like at the end of this week for Hamlin County. So I think a lot of your local people, they knew, you know, if we're going to be in a house when school starts, we've got to get moving on this. We got to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's your more local market activity, trying to get settled before that new school year starts. But I could be wrong. It's happened before. All right. If you own a local business or a nonprofit organization in the Hamlin County area and you would like to be featured on our Facebook Live, please leave a comment, send us a DM. We'll reach out. We'll get you on our schedule sometime between now and the end of the year.